Welcome back, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We're just going to let everyone start streaming in. Outstanding. Gonna do a little bit of sage. A little bit of sage around the phone. We've got Instagram over here. Hello, Instagram. And then right here we have our Facebook community and some private attendees in our recording space. So saging you, what is saging? Why are we doing this? There's a belief that this is a purifying smoke, a purifying herb that supports us in just clearing the space, clearing how we're showing up, coming into this experience without baggage, without anything holding us back in the mind, in our history. I have a friend who always makes sure to sage her feet. So I'm going to do that. So just allow your awareness to begin to come to the breath. Start paying attention to your breath. You've made it to Momentum Mondays. This is a morning ritual that happens once per week. It is a free and recorded event onto Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Also recording in a private space for individuals who want to spend some time together afterwards and process some of the writing prompt I will give you. My name is Andrea Luzon, your legacy liberator. I stand for women who are seeking to get back in touch with their love legacy. Your love legacy is your innate imprint. You're imprinting on hearts and minds through your presence, your words, and your deeds. You are already imprinting everywhere in your life. Just ask your kids, ask your significant other, ask your coworkers, your colleagues, ask the people around you about your imprint. What are 3 things that they love about you? Their 3 favorite characteristics of yours. And what are 3 characteristics of yours that they could really do without? Would you be open to that kind of feedback? You are already imprinting. Are you imprinting from your wounded place? Or are you imprinting from your love legacy? Free of the limiting beliefs, free of the ways that we have this tendency to hold ourselves back. When we're free of all of that, our love legacy, it oozes out of us in like energetic waves, undulating into others and really supporting our own mind and our own heart in being true to ourselves, coming back home. So when I asked you the question about what would it be like to get feedback of 3 aspects of you that the people you love adore, and 3 aspects of you that the people you love do not adore, would you be open to that feedback? So for anyone watching this recording this week or who is here live, you may have just experienced Mother's Day this last weekend. And how did that go for you? Where did you go inside? Did you have expectations? Were those expectations met or not met? And when that happens, where do you go inside? Where do you go in your heart and mind? How do you talk to yourself? And do you believe that the people around you can feel that? They can feel how you're talking to yourself. It is oozing out of you into your relationships. Your relationship here is affecting your relationship out there. And this is real. This is so real. So today is about family. Today is about calling in your guides, calling in your ancestors, seeing them for who they are, allowing them to support you, allowing yourself to be in the awareness that there may have been, that no matter what it is in service to you, even though there may be a lot of shadow that you get to release in this life to break that cycle of tension, that cycle of pain, that cycle of causing yourself harm or causing others harm. So that there could be that passed down to you. And it may be more intense in your lineage than someone else's lineage, but we do all have that. We do all have somewhere in our lineage where we have taken advantage of people, where we have hurt others. It's part of our DNA. And so where are you going to go in this life, internally and externally, to support your growth, to support you starting a new line, a new way of being? Or maybe a better way to put that would be a more true line, a more true way of being, a way that really serves you. So we've saged the room, we've saged the energetic waves. And so now I invite you once again to really pay attention to your breathing right now. Just notice if you're holding. Notice if you are allowing air in. Notice if you really let your lungs and your belly expand, or if you're breathing shallowly. So after the noticing, let's allow ourselves to experience a deep inhale together, in through the nose on your next inhale. Let yourself get really big in the chest, really big in the belly, holding for a moment, feeling that expansion, and then blowing out with some sound. Maybe even flutter your lips, wiggle your hips, squeeze your butt cheeks right and left, and just blow out your air. Allow yourself to moan a little bit. Allow yourself to let something go. Ready? Inhale through the nose. Holding in your expansion, allowing the corners of your mouth to lift, and blowing out on your next exhale. Make some sound here through your mouth. Allow yourself to be free here. Ready? Inhale through your nose. Holding in your expansive state for just a moment. And then blowing out. Let something drip off of you. Yum. Thank you, loves. Waving at some people on the IG world. So we are going to shift the music and we're going to connect with our bodies. We're going to go into the body more deeply through music, through the expression of you and your physical form. I know some of you are tempted to stay seated or lying down. My request to you is to move your body. So I'm going to pump up some music. I love to think of this song. I know lots of you have heard it before, but I love to think of this song as your soul saying, Mama, I need you. Mama, I want you. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's shake it loose. So here we go. Thank you again for being at Momentum Monday. We are going to bop around. Feel free to just stretch, but be in a standing position for this. Here we go.
You know I need you. You know I want you. Mama, I need you. Mama, I need you. You know I need you. You know I want you. Mama, I need you. Mama, I need you.
Here we go.
You know I need you. You know I want you. Mama, I need you. Come and see me, baby. You know I need you.
Here we go. Hear that? right. Way to explore, way to be alive, way to reconnect with your body. Whew. So we're gonna play something a little more relaxing and allow yourself to come to a seated position if that is what feels good for you. We're going to have a bit of a guided visualization experience. And so this is really about whatever supports you in being still and quieting the monkey mind and being in like your intentions and being in your heart. So whatever feels comfortable for you, go ahead and find that spot. Allow one hand to come to your heart space and another hand to rest on your belly. And feel your heart thumping. Hopefully you feel a rhythm, a pounding, a vibration that supports you in feeling alive. Just allow yourself to connect each hand to that area of your body. I find that after movement, I'm feeling more air in my belly area. I'm feeling that diaphragm, that lower expansiveness, it's more present. So allow the air to move in and out of you as you connect with the thumping of your heart, as you connect with the air moving in and out of your body. Allow yourself a moment of gratitude for being alive. A moment of gratitude for being present. And when you're ready, allow your hands to move down to your sides or resting on your thighs. Noticing your breath. Allowing your breath to move in and out of you in a way that feels calming. In a way that supports you in connecting with who you really are. Your spirit, your highest good, the purest form of you. Just allow your breath and your body to come in union with all that is, with your spirit, with your heart. So if your eyelids are not closed, allow them to flutter closed, or at least allow your gaze to soften so that you're no longer looking. You're just letting the world kind of get fuzzy and move to the background of your experience. This is about you connecting with yourself on a deeper level. So eyelids closed really supports that, going within. Allow your spine to feel straighter. Perhaps your hip bones rock back just a little bit. Perhaps your chin dips down just a little bit. And it's almost like you can feel a string tugging on the back of your upper spine and pulling you nice and straight. Not in a way that strains, just in a way that supports your alignment. Your cord of light connecting through your spine, deep into the earth, and high above where the atmosphere gets thin. Allow that light to fill your chest cavity. Feel a brightness around your heart. a calming, soothing, connected feeling. And begin to imagine for a moment that over your right shoulder stands a father figure in your life. It could be a birth father that you're no longer in touch with. It could be a grandfather who played that paternal role for you. This person is over your right shoulder, standing behind you. And it's okay if this person is no longer in physical form on this planet. This person could have passed. But regardless, you are able to see them, experience them over your right shoulder. Allow yourself to become aware of their energy. They're simply here in presence. If that relationship was challenging, that energy does not enter you at this time. You are two unique creatures. So shifting your awareness now over your left shoulder and come into an awareness of the maternal figure in your life. And if you have more than one, maybe there's a birth mother, maybe there's the woman who played mother, they can be next to each other behind your left shoulder. And this is the same for the paternal on the right. So now you may have more than two people just behind you, over each shoulder, simply present, offering nothing, just their presence. And now, behind your father, you experience his lineage. Behind him and to the right is his paternal influencer. And behind his left shoulder is his maternal influencer. And you may know of more than one. And so yes, there can be more than one paternal influencer in his life, behind his right shoulder, and more than one maternal influencer behind his left shoulder. And now behind your mother, you experience her paternal influencer behind her to her right. If there is more than one, you get to envision both of them there. Behind her left shoulder, you experience her maternal influencer. If there is more than one, that is okay. So take a moment right now to allow yourself to witness this experience. Your ancestral line is beginning to take shape behind you. What are you feeling right now? Does their energy align with yours? Has there been difficulty? As you imagined each influencer behind you, did anything shift in your energy? Did anything feel off-putting or difficult? As you surrender to this process, you get to trust that however you have experienced that person's energy, whether in person or through stories told to you, that that energy is part of your trajectory in this life. Let me say that again. Their energy is part of your trajectory in this life. Allow yourself to breathe. Focus on your breath for a moment. And exhale anything that feels heavy, anything that's not landing, anything uncomfortable. Let it drip off of you. This is your life. This is your experience. So for a moment, breathe in. You have individuals behind you who have played a parental role, an influencing role. Behind them, you have the generation before them. And I would like for you to begin to imagine developing behind each of these individuals a fanning out of individuals, a fanning out of people, masculine to the right, feminine to the left, paternal influencers to the right, maternal influencers to the left. And it begins stacking and stacking behind you. All of these people standing behind you, creating life so that you could have life, experiencing their woundedness so that you could move forward, so that you could experience what is right for you and what you no longer want to carry. Perhaps you already are aware that some of these individuals guide you, that some of these individuals are with you as you move through your life, as you make your decisions, as you decide what works for you and what does not work for you. Allow yourself to see all the humans behind you, whether they are still walking the physical plane or they are no longer. You can see their images behind you, person after person, human after human, masculine, feminine, paternal, maternal, and how all of those energies have served you. Take a deep inhale on your next inhalation and breathe out anything that feels stuck, anything that feels uncomfortable, anything you want to let go of. Allow your breathing to continue deeply. And hear the words again. All of this energy has served me. All of this energy has served me. Breathe that in. All of this energy has served me. It continues to serve me. Allow anything painful to drip off of you. Allow yourself to shed any discomfort. Breathing in, this is my life. This is my life. Exhaling out, that is the past. That is the past. Whether it be their pain or their joy, it is currently serving your life. It is serving how you make decisions. It is serving your choice, your internal choices, your external choices. The internal choices in your mind, in your heart, that you continue to perpetuate, that no longer serve you. The external choices that you make on the physical plane, that you perpetuate, that no longer serve you. And also the internal choices, your mind and your heart, that serve you, that serve your highest good, that serve you delineating your experience from those that have come before you. This is your life. This life is for you. You get to make the internal and the external choices out in the physical plane that serve your highest good, that serve you in coming home to your true self, your true north, your authenticity, loving yourself, trusting yourself, and choosing yourself. Take another inhale when you are ready. Allow it to be expansive. Feel it in your chest, feel it in your belly. And exhale out any stuckness, any tightness, any discomfort. Let it go. Let it roll off your shoulders. And now in your mind's eye, or perhaps you're seeing all of this occur from a bird's eye view, allow a couple of individuals to step out of their line behind you and announce themselves as guides. It could be a grandparent. It could be a favorite aunt or uncle. It could be a sibling. Allow an energy to step out of the line and come and stand next to you. Allow one to form on the right side of you and allow another on the left. Perhaps the right has a masculine energy, a paternal energy. Perhaps the one on your left has a maternal energy, a feminine energy. And maybe there are multiples, and maybe these energies do not fit the way I have described, and that is okay. Allow them to become present. Allow them to be next to you. If it serves you in this moment, allow a hand to rest on your shoulder. Feel one of your guides placing a hand on your shoulder, if that feels good for you right now. If you want to connect more deeply, you might choose to take a hand and place it on top of theirs on your shoulder. Connecting more deeply with that level of support that you are calling in, that level of guidance that you are wanting. You get to be present to that today. If you have another hand on your other shoulder, this is the perfect moment to take your other hand and place it on your other shoulder. That would have your forearms crisscrossed in front of your heart and a hand on either shoulder, feeling that hand that is touching you, feeling your connection to your guide, your ancestor, your family member, the person that you have chosen as a family member, allowing that connection, allowing yourself to be intimate in this moment with this love energy. Notice your breath. Allow yourself a deep inhale on your next inhalation. Allow yourself to feel whatever is present for you right now. You might have a lot of emotion bubbling up. That is okay. I am safe. I am safe. I am connecting with the people who walk the earth with me or before me. I am safe. I am connected. I am whole. I trust this experience. Allow yourself another deep inhale. And when you're ready, go ahead and place your hands back into your lap. Back into your lap, or hanging at your sides, or lying down at your sides. Allow yourself to experience a moment of gratitude, shifting your energy into gratefulness for those who walk the earth with you and those who have walked before you. Whether you are connected by blood or you have chosen this family, the connection is real. The love gets to be real. You get to believe they're loving you. You get to believe they are loving you the best way they know how. So perhaps you still feel the hands on your shoulders. Perhaps you still feel that connection. Allow the connection to be real. Whether you felt the touch or you chose not to feel the touch, the connection is real. The support is real. Them walking the planet before you is real. Them creating life after life, and then life creating life. This is real. This is how you are here. Their energy served you. Their energy serves you. So allow your guides to remove their hands. Allow yourself a deep inhale of gratitude, witnessing those who have walked the earth before you. Deep inhale, filling yourself up with gratitude. Exhaling out any energy that no longer serves you, that no longer feels good in your body. Let it drip off of your body. And so now allow the humans behind you and beside you to begin to fade away, knowing that you can always reach out to them, that you can always call this experience forward. You can always find this recording and move through this step by step, allowing the connection to be slow intentional, neutral, and always in service to you. So again, filling up with gratitude and exhaling out, grounding into the knowing. These individuals are always here for you to connect with. So as you bring your presence back into the room, begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, perhaps roll out your wrists, your ankles. Greet yourself back into the room with a smiling breath through the nose, lifting the corners of your mouth. And then begin to blink open and close your eyes. Wonderful. Thank you so much for going on that journey with me. Thank you for trusting yourself. Thank you for loving yourself. And thank you for choosing yourself. Thank you for choosing to trust and explore this guided experience. If you've been here before at our Monday morning ritual, you will know to bring a favorite notebook and pen or pencil. And perhaps you just have a sheet of paper lying around somewhere or a pencil. Go ahead and gather those. If you need to walk away for a moment, that is perfectly okay. So I'm turning to a new page in my favorite journal. And I'm writing across the top, Momentum Monday. For me, this experience is about coming back to my intentions of how I want to live my life. So I'm writing Momentum Monday. Sometimes I like to write the date. And I would love for you to reflect on the individuals that became present for you, the individuals stacking behind you that you experienced as maternal energies and paternal energies. So I would love for you just to connect with that and go ahead and write down the ones that felt impactful. And that could mean that the ones that supported you in feeling a deep sense of love. And that could also be the individuals that you felt a tightness happen inside of you. And it's okay to write that down for the moment, simply to become present of the individuals that have come before you and how they have served you, whether that feels good or maybe that has felt not so good. I'm going to explore this with you, writing down the individuals who have come before me, whose maternal energy or paternal energy I experienced in my life. And maybe what's landing for me in this moment is to write down next to their name, what did you feel? Allow yourself to connect with your feelings. And maybe you want to make it in, around her, I felt this. When this person was in my space, this is how I felt. You could also do this another way, which is what I loved most about her, or the attribute that stuck out to you most that created a feeling in you. So I could write here that around my mother, I felt loved. And her energy to me felt calming. So the feeling that I felt was a loving feeling. And the energy I loved that she exuded was calm, like security, patience, So go ahead and write a few attributes or feelings next to each name. We'll explore for just a few moments. As you move through this, do your best to stay out of your head and allow yourself to be dropped into your heart. This isn't a thinking exercise. This isn't about our brain. This is about dropping into the body and feeling how you felt. How did I truly experience this influencer in my life? What was going on inside me when he was around? What were the attributes that that person exuded that I was feeling? If there's anyone that you're struggling with, allow your eyelids to close. Maybe place a hand on the heart. Bring this person in or nearby and allow yourself to feel. There is no right or wrong in this exercise. This is just allowing yourself to feel those who have come before you, to feel into those who are a part of you now, even still, whether they walk the physical plane or they no longer do, you still feel them. Now, I know that you are probably still moving through this and that you would like more time. And for the purposes of this recording, I think it great for you to come back to this writing exercise at a later time, because in this moment, I have a question for you. I would love for you to ask, so this is the third part of this exercise. I'd love for you to write down the question, what can I release from my lineage? What can I release from my lineage? For me, there are a few attributes that were bubbling up of how I was experiencing people from my past. There's lots of aspects that I would like to keep in my lineage, and there are a few that are landing that I would like to shift. A couple of them I wrote down restlessness. Another word was conceited. Another word was hard. Emotionally blocked. So for this third piece, the question is, what can I release from my lineage? And even if you hadn't written down anything in regards to someone who was present for you, feel into your heart. Allow your breath to carry you to your awareness of anything in your lineage that you feel called to release. What in my lineage can I release? Or perhaps, is there something in my lineage that I'm not proud of? What would I like to release? Our fourth piece of this exercise is, what attributes can I embrace from my lineage? That's why I'm having you write down the questions so you can come back. So the fourth piece so far is, what attributes can I embrace from my lineage? And the direction I'm taking you here is, as you realized how some individuals from your past created a feeling in you, were there some that you admired, that you truly admired? And I've spoken on this before. When you can see attributes that you admire, it is the outside world showing you what you can more deeply explore in yourself. Some that I wrote down that I would love to embrace from my lineage: curiosity, love, patience, calm, adventure, bravery. And I'm not done yet. Allow yourself to experience this process. So what did you see in your lineage that you can take forward? What do you see in your lineage that you admire, that is a part of you, and that you would like to take forward? Maybe it's not your strongest attribute right now, and yet what would you like to take forward? And if you don't have generations coming after you, then what would you like to have the world experience more of? Because you get to create that. You get to expand that quality that already lives in you. So the fourth one is, what attributes can I embrace from my lineage? My last question for you today. This is the fifth stretch for everyone. What is one action I can take today to embrace one attribute above? What is one action I can take today to embrace one characteristic or attribute from above? What is one action I can take today to embrace one attribute from above? And that is where I will bid you adieu for the day. I love to keep these as short as possible, and yet I find that deep work, deep embodiment, deep processes, they require time. And time is what we get to give ourselves if we really are intentional about coming home to the heart. Coming home to the heart. We get to be intentional with our time. We get to have a process. We get to have a ritual. Hopefully you have something daily that sparks you in connecting to your heart. Even something as simple as lying in bed and stating out loud 3 things in your life you're grateful for. 3 aspects of you that you love about yourself. Simply that kind of exercise as you are opening your eyes in the morning, that can be the trajectory for your day, for your life. And then this exercise today, this is where we go deep, we go deeper, we explore something that we maybe haven't been present to before. So I'm trusting that this experience of connecting with your guides, connecting with your ancestors, experiencing their energy, experiencing any tension in the energy, experiencing any opening in the love energy, that you can see how that has affected you. And so you can see what you might be passing forward, and you can see what you would like to pass forward. What attributes do you get to ground into, to really allow to shine inside you? Because again, if you can see it, there's a piece of it in you. If you can see it, there's a piece of it in you. So where are you going on a daily basis? Starting inside yourself. So thank you all. My name is Andrea Luzon, Legacy Liberator. You've made it to Momentum Monday, your Monday morning ritual. I hope to see you here again next week. Thank you so much for your time.